What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Kainda and the early reactions and thoughts that I have about her. She's the latest addition and the newest striker in the game, and honestly she is probably the coolest looking character in the game. But is her kit gonna be a viable option, and is this gonna make her a high pick rate? Well, let's talk about it a little bit more. Right now we got Facing Arrow, which is the active skill. There's a 60-second cooldown on this one. You fire an arrow that unleashes a pulse blast capable of traveling through walls and slowing down any enemies when it hits. At level 3, increases the scouting arrow's detection range by 5 meters and duration by 10 seconds. At level 5, it carries an extra Phasing Arrow. Now, the scouting arrow is the passive skill, and there's a cooldown of 45 seconds, so you can activate this one a lot faster. You fire a scouting arrow to temporarily reveal enemies nearby, and then deploys it within 7 meters upon hitting an object. These effects last 15 seconds, but the arrow can be destroyed. So that's something to note here, and here's why I want to talk about her kit a little bit more. So let's start with my initial reaction. When I first found out she was coming to the game and I read the kit, I was actually extremely worried because I thought it was going to be extremely overpowered, to have an arrow that does AoE damage within a room setting. And I just initially got flashbacks of like playing Warzone, and I forgot what they're called, but I think they're like the drill charges, and then you shoot them at a building and pretty much takes most of your health, right? But at the same time, when you read her kit, it's not really about the damage with her initial arrow, right? Her active skill is more about slowing down opponents. And I think initially when I started playing the game, I started focusing too much on the fact that the damage was at 25. It wasn't anything crazy, but not so much the effect. And the effect of slowing down an opponent can do extremely horrible things for that opponent. I mean, just think about when you're getting concussed with a nade in other games and it slows you down your reaction to a fight, or just not being able to move from a certain location, right? Because that's the biggest thing with Bloodstrike. When you start running into opponents, they're just bunny hopping all over the place. They're trying to make the fight extremely challenging for you if you're not tracing correctly. And one thing that this does is negate that, right? In a sense, you're slowing down your opponent, making it a lot easier for yourself to actually put in the damage. So, but here's the thing. It took me a while to figure out how to really use Kainda. So I used her the first day. I'm actually going to showcase some gameplay here with our friends Ryan and Cyro. And I can tell you guys that I was definitely using Kainda wrong. The more that I got my hands on her, the more that I started realizing her potential to be a really good team character, especially if there's comms involved and you're talking to your teammates and you're able to push a building together, and that whether there's an UAV up or you've already seen somebody run into that particular room, and then you want to make it even more challenging for that team, right? So here's the thing. I kept using her active skill more than I actually use her passive skill, just thinking about, let me put in some damage. I know they're already within that building, or let me put in some damage and see how much I can, do initially, so I can push that. Based off of that, they already lost some damage, but the damage output is not anything crazy. Now, the slowdown effect lasts a little bit, right? What is it, 15 seconds? So if you're using Kainda, the biggest thing you have to know is play off her information. Honestly, that's the biggest thing here, depending on what your playstyle is. If you're a player that's constantly looking for information and assessing the situation before you actually push it in, then that's where it kind of brings the value for you. And I want to showcase some examples of what I mean by playing off the information. So here's example number 1. I catch an Ethan on this rooftop, right? And I actually see him. I know that he's on top of this particular roof, right? Instead of shooting my slowdown arrow initially, I actually send in my passive arrow skill, and I get to zone him out, because the biggest thing is when you also are scanning opponents, they're aware that they're getting scanned, right? You get the information like, hey, you're being marked at this point. And it creates a sense of panic for that particular opponent. So as I scan him with my arrow, my passive arrow, I also send in then right after the active skill to try and slow him down. And this is a deadly combination of skills, honestly, because if you're in a team setting, your team can also take advantage. And now they're slowed down until they got the information that we have a slowdown Ethan, and it's easy pickings from that point on. This Ethan doesn't know that I am alone in this particular instance, so out of panic, once he's getting slowed down and once he's already scanned, he's probably just jumping down because he thinks the rest of my team is at that point is pushing him and trying to kill him, and instead he just falls right into my trap and into my hands and dies. Here's another example, and in this case I already know that there's an Emma above me because I saw her drop. I think she might be close within the building, but she's not, so by eliminating the process that she's not close, I get to push in and see a little bit further. I see her here trying to cross, and look at how quickly she gets slowed down and unable to move away from the shots. This is where even if you don't necessarily hit your passive skill, your active skill will come in handy right after, as by elimination process, you deducted that this person wasn't where you thought they were initially, and you were able to push further, avoiding a trap. And in this last example, I want to showcase what can happen when you're within confined to small places. You can legit use the active skills or the passive skill to gain information, right? In this case, I do end up getting a ping. I have now the advantage to know where this character is pushing from, what direction they're coming in from, and if anything, just hold an angle. So in this case, I ended up getting her because she's pushing towards me. And this is an amazing advantage to have because you can start landing your shots way before they start seeing you. So first impressions on Kainda, she is kind of cool and potentially going to be a nice addition to any team formation that you have, just because knowledge is power. Once you understand how important it is to push on particular instances where the information is being provided beforehand, it makes life so much easier for yourself and your teammates to push an enemy and being able to take them down. And even worse, once you have that information, being also able to slow them down and they're not able to react to those shots. I mean, this is just devastating right now. So yeah, I think Kainda is very strong and she's definitely a nice addition to any team formation, and she'll create a lot of value for your team, especially if communication is happening. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this short beginner's guide on Kainda. Again, you know, I was actually very wrong initially. First impressions was I was not impressed. I thought she was mid-tier when it came to the other strikers, but the more that I started playing with her, the more that I started utilizing her skills in the right manner, the more I realized how valuable she can be in a team setting. So enjoyed this one. I'm gonna leave you guys with some gameplay with my friends Zyra and Ryan. Let's go.
You guys in prison?
A prison adjacent.
Oh, you're right. They are all.
Yeah, it's
Pilot.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, no wonder.
I got meleeed by them and I just bounced. I'm like, I know where this is going. I do not want to be a part of that shenanigan, bro. You stream on TikTok? Yeah, bro. I want to see a double pump shotgun. I mean, shotguns and blow strike first drop. It's really tough. They got nerfed. Got ourselves a fight, boys. What's that guy's name, boss? He's got a whale in his name? This guy got the Louis V bulky neck. Bro, this is a squad. This is a posse going on.
Yeah, am I getting hunted? I just realized I'm getting hunted.
I feel like
Wait, was he underneath?
Enemy street fight.
Haha, I hit him. Nothing left. Screw you, products. Yeah, gotta let him know.
wait, where?
Somewhere back here.
Right here, guys, there's a sniper.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I love my weapons. My weapons are so good. I got you, funny.
Got him.
Oh, I'm letting He clipped me when I got somebody else. Oh my god.
Forgetting that I don't have RKO with her. Oh, homie ran.
They're in my building.
Got an ammo here on me. Might die here shortly.
Godlike.
No, bro. Where was she? Oh, I
Godlike.
got shot from the downside.
Kill. Godlike. Godlike.
I got some in my building.
Yeah, someone in your building. I'm running over there.
One on the roof.
Somebody's sniping too. One down. Two down.
You gotta be underneath. They're on the floor where you're at, right?
Yeah, they're all down.
Double kill. Godlike.
Got two in the zone.
The safe zone has been redefined.
On me. Two on me.
On the
Three.
rooftop over here. Oh shit! Oh, first floor. I mean second floor.
Oh, I died to the
Nice.
thermite on the ground. I killed myself, bro. There's
I
one
can see
here, one on my
that. Careful. Rooftop over there.
body. Two out of
Using
three.
a bandage. One wiped out. Weapon here.
Bro, I finished
Weapon
myself in my own thermite.
That's it.
UAV support called in.
I did an RK on Filex. And that ended the game.
Fading.
Let's go. W, man. I love it, Chad. I love it. I love it.
Oh, you just reminded me to equip that on her. Couldn't use it.
Yo, we popped off in that lobby.
How much in total did we get?
Arrow 19, Kent 18, Sonic 15, 74 kills.
That's a nice game.